So, if you find yourself struggling to keep on track with your fitness, that you tend to go all in and then bail a week or 2 weeks or a couple months later and don't actually stick with your plan and follow through, then this is for you. I have a few tips that I hope will help, strategies that I have used because I have found myself in that exact same position. And so, there's three tactics that I think are super helpful that hopefully you can utilize and then find that you get back on track and stay long term into your fitness plan. Okay, so the first one is curating your environment. So what does that mean? So basically you want to set yourself up for success and create an environment where it's actually easier to follow through with your plan than it is to not follow through with your plan. And so there's everybody will have different ways of curating their environment. So let me give you a few ideas of what I mean by that. So it could be setting up an area that's all set up with your weights and all your fitness stuff is out ready to go. So you don't have to rummage through and find it every time. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is you have a plan already. So you've set up a plan either that you've designed yourself or that your coach has designed or someone has made for you, and you know exactly what you're gonna do. So you don't have to think about it. You don't have to be that one extra step of having to decide what to do for your workout is just one more thing that is going to stop you from working out. So already have a plan ready to go. Maybe it's a matter of setting all your workout clothes out the night before so you know what you're going to wear, and then again, one less thing you have to think about. You can also do it first thing in the morning because by the time you do it at night, maybe you have too many excuses and then you tend to not follow through. So find out what works best for you. Maybe even one of my clients, we talked about giving her really good strategies is she changes after her work before she comes home. So she just puts on her workout clothes so that when she gets home, she's ready to work out after work. So make your environment set it up in a way that it's just easier for you to do it than not do it. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is reducing self-sabotage, and this is such a big thing. We are so mean to ourselves, and if you wrote down some of the things that you said to yourself in your head about how much your failure you are, how much you suck, blah blah blah, all these bad things, if you wrote them down, and then here's my challenge to you, say those things to your friend or your daughter or your mom, and you would never speak to anyone the way you speak to yourself. So really honing in on your negative self-talk and just getting rid of it because it is not serving you. All that time that you beat yourself up could be time that you are actually celebrating little wins. And that's really where your success comes from, is you don't need big wins. Little wins are what you need to add up over time because that's what changes your trajectory, is small things done consistently. So celebrate a win. Like a win could be literally as simple as drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning. A win could be going for a 10-minute walk. Those are things that you need to celebrate. So stop reminding yourself what you did wrong and start celebrating yourself and what you did right. The other thing is, as far as self-sabotage goes, is who do you think you are in your head? Do you think you are a person who works out? Or are you that person who says, well, I never follow through with anything anyways, or I'm not an athlete, or I'm not meant to be fit, or I don't do well working out, or I can't follow a fitness plan, or all of these things. Who is the person that you think you are? Because whatever person you think you are is the person that you will act out. So if you believe that you are a person who is fit, then you will act that way. So this is a lot about identity. There's lots of head stuff there. I mean, we could talk for a long time about this, but anyways, we don't have all day. So third thing is setting bare minimums, setting your bare minimums, because life gets busy. Life will throw you stress. Life will get in your way, your schedule, especially as women. There's so many things, so many people that need you. There's you're wearing a million hats. So you need to figure out what are your bare minimums so that you can follow those bare minimums when life gets out of control. And everyone's gonna have different ones. So maybe your bare minimum is eating one healthy meal that you make yourself in a day and going for a 10-minute walk. That's maybe your bare minimum. So whatever it is, you will be satisfied. Even if you don't follow through with your ultimate plan, you can at least get your bare minimum done and be happy with that, because then that always just keeps you moving forward instead of feeling like you have to start all over again. So ditch that starting all over again feeling. You've got to follow those 3 things and curate your environment. Make sure that you are set up for success. Reducing your self-sabotage. So stopping that negative self-talk. Stop thinking that you are not that person that follows through. What is the identity that you have of yourself? And maybe you need to really rethink how you feel about yourself. And then the third thing is setting up the bare minimums. Now, I really actually should have a fourth, because the fourth is having an accountability partner. So whether that's a friend or whether that's a coach, they're having somebody that you are accountable to besides just yourself will make a huge difference. So I feel like this has been too long of a chitter chatter, but if you're still here at the end, thanks for hanging in. I am still accepting clients for my Fit and Fab personal training and nutrition coaching program, I'm starting my new cohort in April. So if you are looking to lose at least 10 pounds in the next 12 weeks and want to get fit and toned for the summer, then just send me a DM with the word me and I will reach out to you. All right, I hope that was helpful.